Welcome to my channel, KLWGJewellery. Hi, I'm Kel. Today we're going to be making a double strand into single strand bracelet with Softflex's So Charming kit. But first of all, we are going to be opening a card from the You've Got This inspiration quote. So let's open the box and get a card out and close the box back up. So let's see what this says. It says, you always pass failure on the way to success. So what that means is you have to fail before you succeed. So don't ever worry about failing, because you will succeed in the end. So let's start this wonderful bracelet. So first of all, we are going to cut off 18 inches of this lovely 925 sterling silver extreme flex medium 0.019 Softflex wire. Right, so as you can see, gorgeous wire. Right, so I'm going to get my tape measure. So get this in inches. Both will work this way. Right, so get this on the end. Pull it down. Alright, there's our 18-inch mark. Oh, sorry, knocking you around already. Alright, and give it a cut. So there's our wire. Alright, so let's close this back up. Sorry, yes, I've still got taped up fingers. So, still a little bit of fun to play with. Alright, so what we're going to do first is we are going to get a wire guardian. And I know usually I don't use wire guardians, but for this one we're going to. So what we're going to do is we're going to feed it through the wire guardian and back down through the wire guardian. If I can see it, because you know how blind I am. Right, and we're going to feed that about 4 inches. So let me find the end of the tape measure. So we're going to do that about 4 inches of the wire or so. Right, to make sure I've got a good bit of wire on the other end. Got 11 inches. Right, so we've got that. So this is about 6 inches of wire on one side and about 11 on the other. Alright, now we're going to feed on a crimp tube. Alright, so we're going to feed a crimp tube onto both wires, if I can see it. So we're using a silver crimp tube. Right, so feed it onto the one wire, come down, get to the other wire and feed that on. Alright, put it all the way up to our wire guardian. Then we're going to get our crimping pliers and we're going to crimp as standard. Alright, so into the back notch and crimp, turn 90 degrees and give it a crimp. Alright, then all I'm going to use is the tip of the pliers just to give it a little squeeze together. So now we've got 2 wires crimped together with one long, one short, and we're going to not cut off the short wire. The next mixture of beads we're going to use, you can use any mixture of beads. Just any of the beads out of the kit. Alright, so we're going to do the short strand first. Alright, you don't have to do any particular order. Just use whatever beads you've got. Alright, and you've just got to make sure when you're doing it that your first strand that you have. Alright, so this strand and as far as you get to here, I've got to match. Alright, because when you put the next crimp on, to crimp here to here, alright, it's gonna match up. That's all I'm saying. So it's generally a pretty easy bracelet. I've missed the bead. I've missed the freaking bead. A spacer. These spacers were in the wrong order. Do you know, it's very problematic not being able to see. And having your fingers bandaged up as well. So, how's your week going? Are you having a good week? Are you having a bad week? Because me, I suffer from mental health, as you all know. And at the moment, again, my mental health's going up. It always does. Right, I suffer from quite complex mental health issues, right? And mental health is nothing to be ashamed of, believe me. Right, mental health should be talked about. And if you've got mental health problems and you want to talk, feel free to message me on any of my social medias, right, which are in the description, right? I will also write my social medias here below, just here, below where I'm working now. Alright, so you can contact me and you can talk, whether you want to talk about your mental health or you just generally want to talk about your day or what you're going through. Alright, just because you need someone to talk to, I am here to talk to. Alright, I'm easy to talk to. If you want solutions to stuff, ask. I will try and give you a solution. Right? I am more than happy to help. Right? I am your friend. Right? Also, on my website, which I will put here now, I am soon going to be putting bead mixes and kits up on my website, which I'm sure a lot of you will be interested in. So here we go, we've got our first strand. So our next strand, we're going to start it here, we're going to get to here, and then we are going to crimp. And then we're going to carry on the strand to the end. Alright, so as I said, you can have any mixture of beads from your So Charming bead mix, your mixes and the beads that were in the kits. You do not have to have the same beads as me. Just choose the beads that you wish to use, the pattern you wish to use, and just make a lovely bracelet. I've just chose these few beads and just made a pattern that was attractive to my eye. If you're making jewellery to sell, a lot of the time what is attractive to your eye will sell for other people. Believe me. If you like it, other people will like it. So I had to keep checking how far we've come down. And I just cannot find the hole on this bead. You know when you've already strung something, and it's like, I know this bead's got a hole, but can I find it? Can my echoes like? What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause and I'm going to find the hole on this bead. I found the hole on the bead. It did take me nearly 5 minutes to find it, which was a real pain. I just could not see this hole. It was just one of them. Literally, that hole was just impossible to find. So, this is the last bead before we put the crimp on. So now, as you can see, we've got like a bowed section. So it bows like that when you put it on. So we've got our crimp. I'm going to first of all feed our crimp on to our long strand before I take the bead stopper off the other strands. So there it is, it's on our long strand. I'm going to take our bead stopper off and feed it through our short strand, and feed our short strand through the crimp. Now we've got to really pull this up really tight so it bows like that. Alright, so you've got to make sure you really pull them both. You're going to make sure they're tight. When you crimp it, you've got to make sure there's no wire showing. Get your crimping tool in. Get it on your crimp and crimp down. Right, so now you've got your little, like your little taco. Turn it 90 degrees, put it in the front and crimp down. So here we go. Let me pull you forwards. So there you go, you've got your little crimp. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the front of the very tip and I'm going to push it together so it's really crimped up, which is a little hard with the beads being in the way. I'm trying to show this while on camera. So just get the tip if you can. And just push it together. So it really pushes together. Alright, so now what you're going to do is you're going to get the shorter wire and you're going to cut the shorter wire off. Alright, so you're just left with the one long wire. So you should have this shape. Alright, so that shape will lie, let me zoom you out a bit. That shape will lie on your wrist. So you've got like a little bowed shape. So now I'm going to string up the rest of the bracelet. So we've got our white bead. We've got a rhinestone spacer. We've got one of our big blue beads. We've got a little crystal bead. Got one of our white AB beads. Which is another bead I find problematic finding the hole. There we go. Then we've got these little like round pearl beads in blue. So it's got like a luster on it. Then we've got a daisy spacer. Then we've got another big blue bead. Then we've got one of these little crystals, which I'll show you once I put it on the wire because you'll be able to see it better. It's got one of these little crystals. It's like a crystal rondelle. Then we've got some bead caps with a bead in between it. So we've got these lovely little bead caps. And in between there, we've got a silver rondelle. With another bead cap. Then we've got a transparent light blue rondelle. Then we've got a pearl, glass pearl. We've got another one of those white tube beads. And then to end, we've got another one of those transparent crystals. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the end a closed ring. Right, so that means I'm going to actually put it on when I crimp, when I actually crimp. So I'm going to put it on with my loop. So I'm going to put my crimp tube on. I'm going to put my ring on. And I'm going to go back through my crimp tube. I'm going to hold my ring and I'm going to pull down. And I'm going to curve my bead slightly when I do so. So I'm not going to make my loop too small, but I'm going to make it small enough. Now I'm going to get my crimpers. I am going to put it in the back notch, crimp down, right, Get that jump ring out of the way. I'm going to turn 90 degrees, put it in the front notch, crimp down, and then I'm going to go right to the front, and I'm going to push down to make my crimp really compact. Right, so there we go. I'm going to give it a tug test, and I'm going to cut off the excess wire. So that's what we've got so far. Let me zoom out a little. That's what we've got so far. Right, now we're going to put on an extender chain with a silver bead on the end of the chain. So we're going to need our round nose pliers, we're going to need our chain nose pliers, and we're going to need our bent nose pliers. So I'm going to put our bead onto our ball head pin. We're going to bend over the top and get our round nose pliers. We're going to go up and over. Zoom out so it's not too thin. So it looks like that. We're going to go top to bottom, and then we're going to go under and just centre that up by rolling, and just bring our wire down. Now we're going to get our bent chain nose pliers. No, we're not. We're going to get our chain and slip our chain onto our loop. I nearly forgot that step. So put it onto our loop and then get our bent chain nose pliers and hold on to it. Right, get our chain nose pliers right on the tip of the wire and wrap down towards the bead. I'm going to zoom you back in because this is really far out. Just make sure I'm actually in focus when I do this. So give me a sec, let me focus this. Sorry about that, I was trying to get that in focus for you. Alright, as I said, wrap down towards the bead. Checking when your bead's not loose. Which that should be enough. Right? Now, get your pliers, find where you want to cut, hold on to everything and cut so that nothing goes flying. Right? And then, you see this, let me zoom you in. My focus is terrible today. See this little barb that I've got here? cannot seem to get good focus. Give me a second. There we go. You see this little barb that I've got here? Right, we've got to push that in. So just use the pliers. You can hold it from the loop or you can hold it from the bead. And just go round and push it in. Right, so now I need 2 pairs of pliers. Let me zoom you back out. There we go. Sorry about the focus issues. I don't know what's up with my camera today. Need to get 2 pairs of pliers to open the link on the chain. So let's just open it a bit. Get our jump ring, our closed jump ring, and put it on. And then we need to close up the chain. So we've got one end of our bracelet done. Now, for the other end of our bracelet, we've got a 6mm jump ring and a clasp. So we're going to find the gap in our 6mm jump ring. Alright, and with this, you always open like this, never like this, because if you open like this, you'll never get it back in shape. So now we're going to hook that onto our wire guardian, and we're going to hook our clasp on, and then we're going to close the same way that we opened. Making sure it is fully closed. And here we go. We have our double strand bracelet, and we are going to grab our clasp and hook it on to our large jump ring, and there we go. We have our double strand bracelets, right, that you can wear all year round. So I hope you like it, and I hope you'll give it a try yourself. So thank you for watching today. Subscribers, new subscribers, and people just popped in, I hope you'll like, comment, share and subscribe, and please hit the notification bell so you are notified when I release new videos or go live, as I would be grateful, as it helps you, the subscribers and people who just popped in to see my videos, and for people on YouTube to see my videos. I'm really grateful for you all coming to watch, and for you watching my previous videos. So I really do hope to see you all again soon when I release more videos from the So Charming kit, Fabulous Flamingo kit, from the French Garden kit and other Softflex kits, but also when I release the very, very delayed unboxings of bargain bead box kits and companion bundles. I will be releasing a load of bargain bead boxes and companion bundles in a row without doing any videos of me making stuff, and then I will do a load of videos of me making stuff with the kits, with the boxes and kits. So that means you'll get to see a load of what's in the bargain bead boxes and companion bundles, and then I will make a load of stuff with everything that I've got. So I hope you're all okay with that, because it means that I can catch up with what I've not released. So I'll see you again soon in a new video. Bye for now.